All right, we are back. It's 3 Peas in a Pod. Welcome back this week.
Happy Tuesday.
We say that every week. We gotta stop saying Happy Tuesday.
Right.
Happy week.
Oh my gosh. Happy week. Happy new episode. We're frazzled. We're not gonna lie. We can't lie to you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a stressful evening trying to get together our equipment.
Tyler's taking a time off, I guess,
and we said that we were at Target for my third time today, and we're like, Tyler is not clocking in, and you can tell.
Like he's doing his actual job, which is like
Tyler has his actual job today. We realized earlier this week we didn't have some equipment because he needs it for his job. So like it all started with that, and it's just trickled into like, it wasn't the thing we needed wasn't going to come in time. It did come, but then we needed like memory cards and just all the things.
Then we got the wrong memory card.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Josie and I like are rookies. So trying to get it to work was a little bit of an ordeal.
Yeah.
And we're filming on our iPhones today. So always just like, it's just always something, but we're happy to be here. I have to tell Coco about my encounter at Target though. Like I went in to get this SD card, and like, you know, when you're frazzled and you're just on a mission, you're like, nobody talk to me. Nobody look at me.
A cart goes in front of you and you're like, oh, I'm going to kill this person.
Yes. Yeah. I walk in and like the guy in IT clocks me, and I'm like, he's like, hi. He's like, can I help you with anything? And I just was like, nope. Like I've already gone on the app. I know exactly what aisle I'm looking for. And he like follows me over to the section, and he's like, I just wanted you to know that we do have some promos going on today. And I was like,
don't care.
Oh, I go, okay. Like, I think I was just like, okay, like I just need to grab this thing. And he's just like, what carrier is your phone through? Like what? And I'm like, dear God, like I just need the SD card and I need to get out of here. Like
I need the SD card and I need it fast.
Yeah. And so I'm like Verizon, and he's like, oh, nice. And he's like, I don't know if he seemed as if that's not what he thought I would say. Like, I don't know if he was looking for like a T-Mobile answer. Not really sure what the deal was, but he's like, okay, like, is it just you on your plan? And I'm like,
oh my God. No, when did this become 20 questions?
Yes.
Like, read a room.
And I'm like not giving eye contact. I'm just looking at the SD cards, and I'm like, nope, I'm on a family plan. Like, he's like, oh, which plan? And I'm like, just a business plan.
Oh my God.
Like,
am I a Verizon representative?
Yes. I'm like, geez. And he's just like, then I think he got the message because he was like, oh, like a family plan, you can't really beat that. Or like it's a family business plan through whatever. So he's like, you can't really beat that. And I'm like, no, you can't. So goodbye.
And so you're like, then, beat it. You're like, you can't beat that.
But then
beat it.
He has the audacity to keep, he's like, do you got a camera or something that you're like looking for an SD card?
Was he hitting on you?
I don't know. I'm like, no, I'm just recording something. And then I was like, is he going to think I'm a weirdo? Like, I'm being so vague. I'm like, I'm just recording. Like,
pick up
something.
on the cues. Oh
so then I'm talking to this man about our podcast. I'm just like, I do a podcast. Like, at this point, I might as well plug the podcast.
She's promoting 3 Ps at Target.
Is Kevin from Target a pea potter?
He's going to be now. It was so funny. I was telling Josie, like, not me having a full on. I'm just now telling this man in Target about our podcast because I didn't want to sound like a weirdo, that I'm like, no, I don't need this for a camera. I need it for a recorder because I'm recording something, whatever. So it was funny, but it frazzled me even more because then I was like sprinting back to the checkout. I was like, I gotta go. So
you're sweeter than I would have been. I would have like started barking at him in the aisle. I would be like,
dog jaw.
Get away from me. Like,
oh my God. That was such a brain rot conversation. Oh my God. That's how we're coming in today, but let's get into our weeks. And this, I guess, could be kind of the last 2 weeks because our last episode was pre-recorded and we didn't really get to fully update people on what we were up to. So
I've had 2 classes with Hank.
How's he doing?
We're trying to figure out how he did a good job. He was the trainer's example dog, one of the things, and he was doing such a good job because he's so food motivated. So
okay,
he is.
That was great. But then I was like asking her afterwards, like, how do I get him to stop barking at dogs that just don't want to play? And she was like, she kind of gave me some stuff. Hank was going crazy, so I don't remember it fully. So I might email her and be like, hey, just like confirming this is what you said. Just because like Hank's the type of dog, he loves other dogs. So as soon as he's like not getting that reciprocated energy, he's like, what the frick?
That's the beauty of those
then-
classes too, is that you get to ask these like extra
know.
things. I love that.
I know. And then like today he was being such a stinker. I was like in the other room. We were like shooting something. And I come back and I have like a giant Tupperware at work that's like his water bowl. Just filled it. And he completely uplifted
Just
it over my
flipped it?
entire rug. And I was like,
Oh,
so you're having crate time today. And then you're not coming out. So yeah, it was a little stinker
that
today.
6 month, that 6 month age is tough.
He's
Yeah.
being a teen. But yeah, the Bible. We had our last Bible study. And
How was your
for the year?
Memorial Day weekend? Did you do anything?
Oh yeah, I did. I went to a wedding, which was fun, and we went to the Brewers game, which was also fun. But I like wore a long sleeve.
Fun.
I wore a long sleeve in the bleachers, and it was so hot.
Oh,
Like
no.
it was really dumb. It was really dumb.
That's the worst.
We've all been there.
It wasn't a smart move by me, but we had fun.
Fair.
I don't even remember. How about you guys?
I had to pull up my calendar.
Yeah.
So Memorial Day weekend, watched one of my friends run a 10K. Shout out to Cassie. She killed it. So we got up early and on Saturday and went and watched her run, which was really fun. In Stillwater, Minnesota, which was like beautiful. And then I also had cookbook club on Friday, which was really fun. And we did like smash burgers and grilling and like a bunch of sides from a Half Baked Harvest cookbook. So that was really fun. But my biggest, most important update, and I wish I was reporting back with different news, but I did get to go to 2 Wolves playoff games this past weekend. Erin came with me to one of them, and they should be playing tonight, but they actually got eliminated on Wednesday. So once again, we are not going to the finals. But that's okay. I've taken a couple days to just like sit with it, and I'm ready for football season. So
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Sorry.
But
I remember like looking at the maps and seeing you guys like heading down. I think I saw you at the Target Center, and I was like, because I knew you were going to the one game, and then all of a sudden I look at the thing and you guys are there, and I'm like, what are they doing here? Raven, what are you doing here? And so then I like look, and then you guys, yeah, we got tickets. I was like, oh my God, dope. And then I can't remember. I wasn't watching the game, but yeah, it was sad that it didn't work
yeah.
out.
And that
Yeah,
game
it was a bummer. At least the one we went to, the first one that they lost in their ending of the season was like a close game. It was
Yes.
really close.
It was super
but
close.
We watched it. We were watching it on
Wednesday.
when we hung out, and it was like Josie was gonna leave. She was like, I think I might leave.
Like I couldn't even like take it. It was just so sad.
It's heartbreaking.
And I get it. Like I won't get like all sportsy, but last year we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and we made it again this year. And like I don't think in franchise history we've ever gone to back-to-back Western Conference Finals, and we've never been to the finals. I don't think the Timberwolves have. So I'm like, it's good. We're building.
I was gonna say, give
We're
it a couple years, and I
building.
feel like we'll be.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want it now, so bad. But that's okay. But yeah, my friend Griffin works for the Timberwolves and will like give me his staff tickets, which is like
Shout
so
out Griff.
nice.
Shout out
Like
Griff.
Seriously, so cool.
so kind. And so yeah, if there's anything like last minute, he texted me, and I got to go to both this weekend, which was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so cool. Like not moving the inside. Like
People.
The second game was like really good seats.
yeah,
so
we
it
had
was
great
so fun.
seats, and we were literally not literally.
This is huge news.
Yes, oh my
Josh
gosh.
Duhamel.
Yes, we saw him live and
in the flesh.
Yes.
He's so cute.
And I think I texted you guys. I was like, he looks big. Like, he looks like a
No,
big
he's so cute. And he was
man.
like interacting with the crowd. Like I was like, oh my God, I love him. He's so wholesome. He's so
Obsessed.
cute.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It was so
He and his
fun.
wife were there. They were, she didn't really like interact too much
No.
with the crowd, but he did. And I was like, oh, he's just loving this.
It was so fun. I was like, oh, my Minnesota man.
Living his best life.
Supporting his Minnesota sports team.
Yeah.
Just so humble and down to earth, Like he didn't let Hollywood get to him.
No.
He's not one of these people at the LA
He's not one of them.
Lakers or the Knicks. Like he's at the Minnesota Timberwolves, right where he should be.
Right where he
with
belongs.
me.
I'm obsessed.
Yes, thank you
amazing.
for bringing that up. I would have forgotten.
Other news or updates from the podcast. One, Riley Green shaved his mustache. That's what I've been like grieving and accepting. Grieving. And then like
Today
overall
you said
accepting.
you're still in love though, so you're fine.
he's got like a little bit like of a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't need the mustache. I just need a little something. He had like clean shave, and I was like, oh, he's an infant. Like,
He does really look like a baby, like for sure.
I was
Like choking.
No,
on his
but he had, he got that like
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow. And I was like, this is, I'm good with this. Like I can deal.
Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then another thing that popped in my head. Sorry, I keep on being like,
I love it.
literally like last week when we were listening to the podcast back, I said I got Hank to go meet cute guys at the dog park, and I met a cute guy at the dog
Yes.
park. And if you're listening to this somehow, like
If the stars have aligned and you're a pea potter.
wherever you are, but the issue was I looked like complete garbage. It was after a workout class.
And I told her, like, why are you always say this? You put yourself in positions. I'm like, look cuter.
She's like, be cute, and I'm like, right?
No, be you.
No, but like it could have been like
Attract
if
them
I
at
would
your
have,
worst.
I don't know,
So
like
true.
like brushed my hair, it would have been cool. But
Did
but
you
yeah,
get his
like-
name? Like, did you find
no,
out
I don't know his
anything?
name. That's the classic dog park issue. Is
So
that
you
when
gotta
you're-
go back and
I've
find out
literally
more.
been going back, and I'm like, I'm gonna like, stake out here. But also, the issue with dog parks or like dog parents is that you get to know people's like dog names. You don't get to know their name. So I know his dog's name, and I know he's 7, and I know they live in
So
Milwaukee.
true. You're like, I need to find this guy's dad.
I know the dog's
This dog's
whole
dad.
like board of health certified and like everything, and don't know this
Totally.
man from Adam. But
That's so real.
Yeah, I thought you guys would get a kick out
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
We
Also,
do.
the most traumatic thing happened right after the Timberwolves game on Wednesday night.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You guys, I have been being left out of the freaking
Group
chat.
chat.
I for weeks actually.
like something actually true.
No, I mean, but it was traumatic too. Like, I have been for actually weeks, probably a month, like just not been getting notifications from 3Ps, and like only 3Ps, like no other group message has this problem. All my other group messages are fully functioning. And we did sort of look at it like one day, like
Yeah.
maybe on the way home from Florida, we were kind of like looking at it, and I was like, yeah, I can't even leave the chat. Like it's all just like not an option. Like it was weird.
Once
And
you're in.
yeah, you're locked in. But yeah, because Josie was like, maybe you just need to like leave the chat and we'll add you back in. But I couldn't even leave. So then after the Timberwolves game, we really kind of like mid Timberwolves game, we
Yeah.
started figuring out that like I'm not getting notifications. And then all of a sudden,
Well, because then I added like her email. Then, because you can't remove out of a 3-person group chat, because
Yeah.
then you're just like leaving the 2. And then it's just a text. It's not
And then
a
it's
group
just you and
chat
me being
anymore.
3Ps. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. So I added her like iCloud email and then removed her phone number and then was like, okay, I'll add her phone number back. And I
Yes.
did that about, I don't know, 800 times.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
let me
I-
share the screenshot.
Yeah.
we will put the screenshots in the dump. But I got legitimately locked out.
Yes.
No keyboard would appear. Like it was just like I could see the messages
Just
coming
coming
in.
in.
Were
but
you
no
silent
keyboard.
or were you silenced?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't say a thing.
I even went to my camera roll and was like, let me try to send you like a picture. And it like popped up like 3Ps and I clicked it. And then all of a sudden the send arrow just disappeared. Like I couldn't even send it. It was crazy. We were dying laughing. And meanwhile, like Coco's MIA. So me and Josie were like, Josie's like, test. Erin, you here? Coco, you getting these? And Coco's like just MIA. Like,
No,
I'm
like a person that lives
yeah,
on Do
but
Not
you
Disturb.
weren't like active in the chat. You're like,
No.
you came back to like, Erin is removed. Erin is
No,
added.
you guys
Erin is
called
removed.
me and you're like, have you been in the chat? And I was like, what? What's wrong? Like, what's going on? And it's like 30 messages of like Josie, like adding, removing, test, hi, test. And I was like, what is going on right now?
We got it. We'll post that. It was so
It
funny
was
and it was
so
trauma.
funny.
But we figured it out. I'm back in the chat.
We had
I'm
to create a
getting-
new one, actually.
We had to.
Well, honestly, on my computer, it shows up as the same exact chat.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
on my end, I deleted everything, and I'm now.
I
in a
have
new
everything.
Chat,
I'm the
so-
archivist of our
Oh,
3Ps.
thank
Don't you worry.
Goodness, thank goodness. We were worried.
Yeah. So,
But anyways, that was just
welcome
another
to the group
funny
chat,
like,
Erin.
Welcome to the chat. There's
new
always room for everybody but Erin in the group chat.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
so funny.
How else
Did
was your
you-
week other than
Yeah.
that?
It was really good. I had actually like such a good week.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, my mom got positive news about her cancer. So like, yeah, I feel like I can never remember exactly what I've shared, but she hasn't gotten like any positive news for literally all 6 months. Like every time we've gone in, it's been like worse and worse and worse. And when we first found out the diagnosis, it was like bad news on bad news on bad news. And then we started treatment and it was like bad news again, like treatment's not working. Also just like the initial, like going through treatment, like you lose your hair, it just was like
everything
hard stuff on top of bad news for like 6 months straight. And then she actually like just started a new trial in, I think like March or April. So she just had her first CT scan and it showed that the cancer is shrinking. So that was just like,
amen.
Yeah. Amen. Praise. Like,
Yep.
yeah. Huge praise, huge answered prayers. And, the doctors like literally walked in because I couldn't go because it was my last week of school this week. So I just zoomed in really quick. But the doctors like walked in and the first thing they said was just like, we have like such awesome news for you today. And I was like, ugh, like, yeah, it was like just good to hear them like come in and be positive for once. So that was really good this week. And then, yeah, it was my last week of school. So as of today, I'm like in summertime, so thriving. It was just like it's just good to be in summer. And then I am leaving my current school, that actually has not been like, it's like a high of my week in a weird way because I'm like excited for like where I'm headed next year and stuff, but it was like hard. Like today at school, I had to like say goodbye to everybody and they like announced in front of like they do every year, like, here's who's leaving us, like, wish them luck, and here's who's joining us. And like, I thought I would cry yesterday when the kids left, but I think it was just such like the last day of school is just so overwhelming for everybody involved. So I didn't really cry. I like had one sad moment where like a kid was like, bye, Miss Weir, I'll see you next year. And I was like, no, you won't. But I didn't get to really tell any of my kids that I like won't be back. So that was like sad, but I didn't cry. Like I got out of yesterday pretty tear free. And then today I was like, oh my God. Like then my principal was like, do you want to stand up and say anything? And I was like, I literally can't. Like I was just like, I like had tears like streaming down my face and I was like, I literally can't. But yeah, I've been there for 2 years. So not a super long time, but long enough that like, you get to know everybody. I know all the kids. Like it's a decently small school. So like, yeah.
Bittersweet.
And like, yeah, super bittersweet. So, but still a highlight. Like I'm excited, one, to be in summertime. Like I'm just going to be thriving. And then, I start a new job this fall. So at a new school. So
that's gonna be so
I'm excited
fun
for that opportunity and like to see how that goes. And like they invited me, I don't think I told you guys this yet, but they invited me to like a counseling summer get together thing, which I think is really sweet. Like they were like, yeah, we have like an end of the year summer counselor gathering. And they were like, you should come. And I'm like, oh, like super nice. So
that's awesome.
That's in like 2 weeks. So
nice.
Anyways, they invited me to that, which I think is super nice. And I'm trying to think of other.
You did the current husband trick on Tyler.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We'll have to post her TikTok in the Instagram post this week. It is so hilarious. Yes. I thought Tyler's like pretty online. So I thought maybe he would have seen it, but it just goes to show we're on different sides of TikTok.
We are on such different sides. He said he kind of vaguely knew the trend. Like afterwards, I was like, have you not seen it? And he was like, I think I have, but like, that's just not where my mind went. He was like,
oh, it was not.
Yeah.
He totally fell for it. It was amazing.
But it was funny because before we like went upstairs to start, cause we got a new bed frame. That's like the whole premise. And I was like saying to him, like, oh, should I film a TikTok of us like putting the bed frame together or something? And he was like, if you want. And I was like, okay. He doesn't care. I was like, okay, I'm going to film a TikTok.
You texted us. Yeah. You texted us like, I don't know if I can keep a straight face. It was so good.
I like barely could. I laughed right away. Like, I feel like other girls do the trend and they just keep going. Like, they're just like, what are you talking about? Like
his initial reaction was like,
it was good
perfect.
Enough that
you
it
didn't
was
need,
good.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll try to put that in the dump too.
We'll put that in.
Yeah. Anyways, but other than that, yeah, and then we went to the cabin for Memorial Day weekend. So it was a really busy week. We were at the cabin, and then my last week of school, and
Busy week.
a very busy week. And then now we're here, and
Nice.
it's a busy weekend too. So it's been, I feel like I'm having a really good week. So
Good.
That's awesome. I love that.
Love it.
yeah,
Well, now
Well-
that it's time for summer for you, I think we got to do our summer bucket lists.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So
Let's do it. Should I start?
Yeah,
I can
start.
I did Midwest specific, but
Yeah.
tailored to your location. Some of mine are pretty general.
all of mine are very general.
Okay,
So-
mine are so mine are actually specific, but you can make them general.
Okay.
Okay, so my first one is road trip, which is so classic because we all do that every year. So easy thing to put on my bucket list and complete. And we actually are staying in the Midwest this year for ours. So we're going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which will be super fun. But love just a little summer road trip.
Love.
Yeah. Where else? Have you guys done Superior? Didn't you you've gone Lutzen, haven't you, Erin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I haven't gone to Lutzen before, but I've been up the North
I've gone,
Shore.
to
Grand
Lutzen and
Marais.
Duluth, Grand Marais.
And then
So,
I
yeah.
think you guys also did a Door County trip.
Yeah, it does not count.
It was
we were
just-
there for literally
we have to go
less than
back.
24 hours. It rained so much that we just left.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was just not going to stop raining all weekend, and we are and we had Kaya with us, and we are this
Yeah.
is actually miserable.
well,
So
because then nothing was dog friendly, and we couldn't be inside anywhere. It was just bad.
it's Door County.
I feel
really
it was
cute.
dog friendly, but it's just patios.
Yeah.
So it's just you couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And we had a tent. Tent's not like we're in an RV or a van or something. It's tenting when it's actually just
Yep.
raining is horrible.
Yeah.
I put go camping on
Nice.
my list too. So one and the same, when we road trip, we camp. So
Yes.
we will get that knocked off the list.
I also put camp in a Minnesota state park. So going up
Oh.
to camping up by the North Shore. So
That'd
Tetaguchi
be
or
fun.
something like that. I know they have really fun campgrounds. And then we could go with our friends here or something.
Yeah.
But a
Have you guys
weekend
ever done
camping
Jay
trip.
Cook?
No.
I think Good has done that one before, and I think I went there for maybe a day trip, but that's a little park. I think that's a park up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
totally
And I've heard
is.
good
Yeah,
stuff
it is.
about it.
Yeah, it's
I feel
so
I've heard
beautiful.
good stuff, but for some reason it's so underwhelming in my mind. So maybe I need to go actually just try it because I've heard really good things.
You can't
Valid.
compare it to where we've been
I know.
either.
I think
So that's
sometimes
what's
that's the problem is we've been
camping
to
in
such
Minnesota
cool-
isn't the same as camping in Banff, but it's
Yeah.
just it's cute, and you're
Yeah,
as long as
yeah.
you're on a lake, by a lake, and
It's true.
just the vibes.
Yeah,
true.
kind of going off that. It's a Wisconsin thing, but it's Devil's Lake. It's right outside
Oh.
of it's right outside of Madison, and a lot of kids. I've never done it, but a lot of people in college would go, and it's it essentially looks like a quarry or whatever, or it's a room. LOL.
Do you think there's
Can't joke
600
about
tons
quarries
of
around
rock in
here.
it?
It probably has 1,200 tons of rock, so a lot of rock, But yeah, it's just this really pretty lookout, and so I'm that could be a fun day trip. Go do a hike.
Yep.
Does your friend have a cabin there? Devil's Lake sounds very familiar to me, but maybe it's only because it's a visited place.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't have any friends that have a cabin there. But that's another good segue of cabin weekends are just ultimate
Yes.
summer bucket list.
I
doing
wrote that on the list too.
Yep,
Just go to the
same.
cabin. And if you can't do a cabin, then rent a boat and just do a day on the lake or something.
Yeah, I had
Yep.
that thought too of Lake Minnetonka, doing a sunset cruise or something like
Yeah.
that, and that'd be so fun. And actually, I could be super wrong, but I feel renting a boat on Minnetonka for a couple hours actually isn't as expensive as you would think. But
I think you're right.
yeah, I could be wrong.
My friends and I think in 2021 we did we got 2 pontoons and there was maybe 20 of us or something.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, super
it was
fun.
and we just brought a bunch of floaties and when I can't remember if it was, I think it was Minnetonka. And we had it for the whole day, and I think everybody chipped in and paid $50 or something. So it's
So worth it. Yeah.
so nice.
That's so fun.
Yep. Love that.
Totally.
I want to go to the farmer's market.
Oh, cute.
Because I was driving to work this morning and I saw that they have a farmer's market near my house. And it was I guess I didn't know that. So I really want to go. So I guess specifically, I'm like, I want to go to the one near my house because I've never tried it before, but any farmer's market, and I'd love to go like multiple times to there.
It's a perfect Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's like a cute one that's near me in Wauwatosa, which is like by work. And then there's the Madison Farmers Market is like unreal. Like it is up on the Capitol.
Sure.
It
Is
goes
it by
around
the
the whole
public
Capitol
market?
building. No, the Madison one. So it's yeah. There's like a. It's I would go literally for a Saturday and go spend my Saturday doing that. They have the best hot cheesy bread ever. It's like
Oh my gosh.
like I'm not even
yum.
kidding. Like I think probably they sell like 500 loaves of it a day. It's like or like
Oh
on
my
Saturdays. It's
gosh.
crazy. It's so
That's
good. But yeah, like there's this one at the Tosa Farmers Market that's nearby. Like it's called Yaya's, and now it's in stores. But they had a stand at the farmers market, and it was like this really good almond based dip. But like it didn't taste like it was so good. I'm gonna have to like link it or something. But it was like genuine. They gave samples when we were there, and we're like, oh my god, I bought 3 tubs and like burnt it in a day. It was such good dip. Like.
That's awesome.
On anything.
my
So
gosh.
I'm like, I want to head back to
Yum.
Tosa and I want to do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
so
find
good.
that. One
love
that
that.
I said, and I don't know if you guys have any concerts that you're looking forward to, but like live
Yes.
music outside.
Yes.
Okay, I wrote that. We're actually, Coco, so sad that you can't be there, but we're actually seeing camp outside
Where?
at Surly Brewing Field.
Yes.
That's gonna be so. Wait, that feels intimate.
It does feel really intimate.
Yeah.
Wait, when is that?
This weekend.
June. Stop it.
Yes.
What day?
Or not this weekend. Sorry.
Oh, I was
next
like,
When it
I
weekend.
comes
do
out
not have
next-
that on my calendar.
Sorry.
June 6th?
Yeah, June 6th. I know. We love camp on our road trips. So it like is extremely wrong that Coco will not be there.
Yeah.
Like it's so wrong.
Not right.
But
oh my
it's
god,
like,
that's
yeah.
gonna be so fun.
So I put that on.
I also
like,
put go to a concert. We talked about going to like some type of like country.
Guess who
don't
I'm
do-
seeing this summer?
Shut up.
What
Stop.
Where are you going to Morgan Wallen?
No, I'm seeing Riley Green. Shut up. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, I was like, Josie wanted to go to Morgan
wanna
Wallen.
Go to the
in-
Morgan Wallen. Hear me out, ladies. Okay. I was planning to plug this on the podcast today. Hear me out. Okay. We go to Morgan Wallen in Madison. And now that I know about the farmer's market, we go to the farmer's market on Saturday. And we then go to the concert.
Is
on
it
either
the right
Saturday.
weekend though? Because I think the weekend that we want to do is not the right one, right?
Correct. It's the 28th and 29th is when he's in Wisconsin. But
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I can tell my mom to eat it. I don't care.
Jan
She
come
can
with
come.
us.
If you got the tickets, they are expensive, but they're only like $170 to $200, which like is actually not
It's
that
at Camp
bad
Randall,
for-
which is like the superior football stadium within this trio for sure.
Yeah, that's
Oh
not
my
horrible.
gosh! I know I've never been in there. It'd be
And
like
Ella
literally
Langley's singing.
and Miranda Lambert. Yes, yes,
We gotta go.
Yes, and we can look so cute and dressed. And like, guys, his 37 song album is changing my life, and it will be the soundtrack to the summer. I know I'm going to regret if I do not see him live. Okay,
There was. My phone's recording, but there was a TikTok of a girl talking about the lyrics of them in the back of a truck.
the 20 cigarettes. Yeah, it's
Wait,
a little
wait,
it's a
what?
little spicy.
It's like
Talking
a rom-com.
about who?
Him, just Morgan and his girl.
Him taking
Who's
the
his girl?
clothes off his girl.
Yeah.
No, so I'm seeing Chris Stapleton in July. He's at the Harley. Yeah, he's gonna be in Milwaukee. He's literally gonna be like a 10-minute walk from my apartment. There's like a park here, and like he's doing this like huge homecoming thing with Harley Davidson, which I've been wanting to go to Chris Stapleton for
You're
forever.
gonna
It's
love.
literally the album that's up on my thing right now. Like I don't know if you can see it.
that's
Like
gonna be-
it's literally up right now. I have it on my vinyl. I cannot wait to see him. My kickball team's going, and
Fun.
then
Oh, so fun. What a
Summerfest.
fun group to
so
go
if
with.
you're a Milwaukee person, Summerfest is like it's not the way that it used to be anymore. Summerfest used to be so much more fun because it was like the first 2 weeks of July, every single day it had music. It wasn't just weekends. I literally like you can hear Summerfest from my apartment.
Oh my gosh!
Like Summerfest grounds are like literally right by the art museum. Now though they do weekends, which is like fine, but it was a lot more fun when it was like you could go on a Tuesday and go find a free stage, whatever. So Riley Green is performing on a free stage, which is crazy. You can
shut
pay for better seats, which the girls and I are not doing. Like we're like, no. But
why not? And he has seen your face on the. Okay.
Remember, I don't think I dropped this on the podcast. My friend Nikki was on a boat with Riley Green like 4 years ago. She said I have permission to speak about this. So thank you, Nikki. So they were at he was at a free stage. He was not up and coming yet. He did not have the good facial hair yet. I don't think he had his veneers yet. Like he was not looking cute yet. But he had
Does he really have veneers?
He's got like nice chompers. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny.
I was like,
you have to look at before and after. I'm sorry for doxing you, Riles. I know you're a pea potter. But she was on a boat with him, and three of my other friends were with them. And he this radio person was like, "Are you a fan of Riley Green?" And they're like, "Yeah," because they were at his concert. And they're like, "Do you want to be on a boat with him and have a personal concert?" And they're like, yeah. And I'll have to show you the video. I think I showed you the video of him singing to them.
So he was just not even famous at that point yet.
And so Nikki and I are for sure going to that.
I love that.
Hosier's also going to be here, but in that same thing. But I think that's the same weekend as Morgan Wallen, but that's already sold out. Been sold out.
Totally.
But yeah, so if you are a Milwaukee person or Milwaukee suburbs or anywhere near it, Summerfest, check it out. It's if you get a free stage, all you have to do is pay $15 for entrance, and then there's 12 free stages.
That's so
not
good.
12. That's aggressive, but yeah, it's really fun.
Obsessed.
I love that.
Another thing, if you're in the Milwaukee area, Alpine Valley, it's basically like a Buck Hill, but they turn it into a music venue in the summer when it's not being used.
Oh,
and
cool.
So it's like a ski thing during the winter, and then whatever. Noah Khan came there last year, but I don't even think I got tickets.
Last year?
Yeah, he went. Yeah,
I do remember that.
He went last year. I know I missed him at a free stage in Summerfest because I slept through it.
Is seriously your biggest
fumble in the world.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I remember
and it was
you
pre-fame for him.
But to be fair, I wasn't a fan of him at the time. But then last year, my number one song on Spotify was Stick Season. So it's so awful.
I don't even know if we've talked about Noah Khan on the pod, but our college friend group has been going to see him since 2019,
it was
18?
literally $15 to get into the first concert of his.
You guys met him, didn't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We're
we stalked him. We know what bar he goes to after the concerts in Minnesota.
Don't dox that. We're gonna gain hell with that information.
But he doesn't perform at the venue that it's by anymore anyway.
Yeah, he's too big now.
Yeah, we've saw
But
him
there was 1 year, I think. Potentially I think you maybe figured out where he went after.
I actually didn't. It was actually, I think somebody else overheard. Or maybe
somebody heard.
Maybe I did.
Yeah.
That'd be on brand.
Because he was playing such small venues that he would just be talking.
You see him at First Ave or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
cool.
he would be talking to his bandmates afterwards. And I think one of our friends overheard.
Yeah.
And we didn't go that year, but then the following year he was back. And we're we got to go to that bar and see if he's there.
I think I saw it on Instagram, or he went to the bar and posted about it the time he had performed before. So I was I think that's where they go.
And then
I've never been to First Ave. I want to go there.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's a bucket list thing. It's we have to find there's so many awesome people that go there.
I know, I would
next
love
time
to do
you're
that.
in town, or let's
go.
find just we'll keep our eye out for a First Ave performer.
Yeah, I know, I really want to
awesome.
go.
Yeah, it's a fun venue. As a Minnesotan. It's a good venue. Yeah.
But yeah, live show, especially outside. That's a great one. Coach.
Totally.
Yeah.
I saw Post Malone at Alpine Valley too. It was really fun.
So fun.
It was a weird vibe because you're you think country for summer, but it was actually one of the best concerts I went to.
No, Post Malone. I would love to see him live too.
Yeah.
You have a thing for Post Malone.
Whoa. Erin's exposing him on the pod.
No. Not for him that, but I feel he comes out in the car and you're
breaking news.
Posty.
I love Post Malone. Yeah, I do. And he's been literally collabing with every artist under the sun that I love. So
he just had a concert, I think.
He did here. And my roommate Emma Teal is she saw him at First Ave.
Oh wow.
Big.
I saw a lot of people posting that they were there.
Nice.
Okay, what else we got?
I had some sport. I would like to go to a Twins game this summer and maybe a Loons game, which is our soccer team.
Oh, that's a good one. I really want to go to a Loons game. My soccer coach when I was a kid played for, I don't even know if they were called the Loons back then. Minnesota United? No. Yeah?
No.
We should not, whatever. It doesn't even matter, but he used to play for their team pre being in that league. I sound so uneducated about it, but like before being, what are they called when they're in the professional soccer league? Like they weren't a professional team basically. Like they were just like a state team.
Oh, what was
like,
it?
there
I
was
remember it because I remember you guys
I'm
would go to his
Googling
games.
it right now because it's going to like make me so annoyed. The Loons. Okay. What were,
I think it was United.
I think it was too.
I feel like it was. I remember.
But my soccer coach played for them before
If
they
you
were
look
pro.
him up, you could probably find it that way.
Oh, the Minnesota Stars. NSC Minnesota Stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not
and that
remember
was
that.
before they were in the now they're like a major league soccer team, it says.
Oh,
before
okay.
that, they were just the Minnesota Stars. And oh, just kidding. In 2012, they were rebranded as Minnesota United. So probably yes.
I knew it.
You knew it.
I knew it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so the Minnesota Loons used to be Minnesota United. They were not pro though. And so my coach like played for them and then he left their team because he went pro. And then like a year later they became pro. So I'm like,
God, funny.
But so I've been like pre-pro games and they were so fun. So I really want to go to one of those like
That would be super fun.
now that they're pro teams. So
Yeah, we don't have a
and
soccer team here.
I haven't been to, is it called Allianz
Allianz.
or Allianz?
Allianz.
Allianz?
Yeah.
Allianz.
Somebody
think
tell
so.
us, but I haven't been there before, so that's a really good one. Speaking of sports, I just want to play more pickleball this summer.
Oh, good one.
That's
yeah.
less Midwest vibes and more just general.
Generally.
But like I got to get out there. I actually like pickleball and I never play it.
Yeah, I love
I should do it
pickleball. That's a
more.
good one. And also too, Charlie actually just made me, I have a funny video of it because he like was pissed, but he got home from his cabin and he came to work and was like, so you ready to take your bike home now? Because he fixed it for me. And so, and it was in the garage all winter. And he was like, you need to take it home. Like this garage is filthy. Like you need to take it home. So he like made me bring it home. And I was like, Charlie, I don't have space in my car. Like where's Hank going to sit? And he was like, he took apart the bike and was like, this is how you put it together. This is da-da-da-da. Take it home. Go bike. It's summer. But I want a bike. Like because I live right by the lakeshore.
Yes.
So now
I
that he
also wrote
fixed it,
go biking.
Now that he fixed it, I'll do it because literally I would like go and not pedal and it would go like he had to like
your brakes were gonna fall off.
he had to fix it completely. He went to a store, he brought it in, he has a whole bike thing. Like he loves bike fixing and he did that for me, which was really nice. And then
That's so nice.
and then he
I
was
really
mean about
want,
me
like,
taking it home. But I was like, you're being so mean. He's like, yeah, so mean that I fixed it. And I was like, okay, like
You're actually nice, I guess.
whatever.
I want to go biking, but I really want to get a bike and have like a cute basket on it and like
Oh, love.
I don't know. Like I just want it to be a cute bike. But
I love that. That's great.
Joe's, you got
what
a lot.
else
What
we
more
got?
you got?
I said, well, along the like activities, I did paddle boarding. Like maybe like do a little paddle
I
boarding
thought
moment.
about adding that and then I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
You don't miss
Actually,
it from when we were in Oregon? That was so fun.
Okay, in the right space, I think I like it, but
Yeah.
didn't I like not
You and
want to
Tyler
do
did
it or
once.
something? I know, but I feel like I was like, oh, it was kayaking that I was like, I do not want to kayak.
Oh, okay.
There was kayaks and paddle boards, and I was like, I don't know. I don't really love kayaking, but paddleboarding fun. But I don't know. I think I thought about like I'm being just lazy. I feel like I'm just in like a tired, lazy mood. So I was like, paddling.
It's her first day. Like you haven't even had a
Give
full
her a
day off.
break.
I'm
I
like,
gotta
her a break.
rest.
you'll be fine. I mean,
This summer,
you
Erin's
have the
gonna.
most time out of anybody. I'm like, okay.
I'll go with you. I just not on my list, but I would do it.
Okay.
Valid.
I also do at like early morning, like get up one morning, like go to like a lake or something and do like a sunrise, like Bible time or something like that.
I wrote watch a sunset. So
Ooh,
on the
that.
similar wavelength.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna add that sunrise one to mine because I live right here. I could just go sit on the
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
so, I love that. Maybe when we come visit, we could do that.
and Hank will just
fun.
be like, "Give me your Bible."
Totally.
I don't know how frequent it is in Minnesota, if at all, but Wisconsin's huge on beer gardens. Like we have pretty much every sort of patch of grass available in the city is a beer garden. So just like I love beer gardens. There's one really cute one right on the lake shore. There's one that's like literally on mine and Hank's walk path. So yeah, I'm just like, I don't know if it's
Fun.
necessarily bucket list, but I just want to go to
Something
all of them.
fun to do.
I love that.
We don't really
that's
have a lot of
super
beer
fun.
gardens in Minnesota, but
Yeah. You guys have a lot of breweries though. Like Minneapolis has so many breweries.
yeah.
And we have a few, but like I don't know why beer gardens for us is just
the state
fun.
fair has a beer garden, and I did put that on my list to go to the state fair.
Yeah, same.
If you're in Minnesota, you gotta go. Like just once, just one time at least.
Yep. I did like bonfire, grill night, s'mores, like whether that's at the cabin or like if like our friends do one.
Yep.
I have go on a boat on Lake Michigan. Like I want to rent a boat on Lake Michigan.
Oh, fun.
Okay, girl.
Maybe
I don't
we can do
know.
that too when we come visit.
Yeah, I don't know like the feasibility of it or like what it costs or like if it's like we have to get onto a big one because there's a huge like barrier of rocks before you go out to the like it's really calm on the shore because of the barrier. So I'm like, I don't think we can get just some Joe
Is it
Schmo
like bigger boats? Like I feel like we would need
very
like
big
a
boats.
yacht.
We'd be like outer banks, like in the storm out there. on Lake Michigan.
Literally, we need a Boston whaler to go out there for real.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh
So
my
I don't know.
gosh.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. Like also tons of sailboats out there. So I'm like, do I meet a sailor?
Yes.
Yes, you do. And then he'll take us on his boat.
Sail me, sail
Sail
away.
Come sail away. Come sail
That's what I
away.
was trying to like.
She says, "Sail me."
Oh my, sailor. Hardly know her.
I like didn't mean it like
Okay.
that, but
Milwaukee sailors.
It's how it came out, and that's okay.
That's so funny.
whoa.
On like a random, not random. Sorry, that wasn't even remotely close to what I was trying to say. I'm trying to say I'm clumping a few ideas together.
Not clumping.
Grouping.
Okay,
There
sail
it
me.
is. Okay, I'm grouping some things together, but trying new things, such as I put try a new ice cream shop,
Love.
try a new coffee shop,
Ooh.
and read a new book, which just in general you need to just read.
I was
in
gonna say,
general,
isn't reading
but-
like you usually do a new book?
Damn. Get her.
maybe like read it. She's coming for
You're
me.
like read a new book.
Read a new book.
Okay.
No, she
As
just reads the
opposed
same
to
one over and
an
over and
old-
over and over and over.
Try new things. That's crazy.
Okay,
This is giving our last episode where we were like advice to parents: sleep.
I meant like some type of new like series, new genre, new something
Okay,
that's
yeah.
like not
Okay.
Abby Jimenez.
Let her
Okay,
live.
not-
Let her live.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
live a little. New to me. Not Jodi Picoult, not Kristen Hanna.
Okay. I see. I
Maybe
get
like maybe a new genre, like something you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Maybe
you.
some history books.
Expect the unexpected.
Keep them
Yeah.
guessing. Always keep them guessing.
Always keep them guessing.
Oh my god. Another thing. So it's very specific to Milwaukee, but I live really close to this thing that's like it's called Jazz in the Park, and so on Thursday nights now that Bible study's done, I want to go to Jazz in the Park, and it's basically like these just jazz, like it's like kind of they have pop-up food trucks and stuff and drinks, but then like they literally just have like jazz bands come in and play
that's
jazz.
awesome.
So yeah, I'm able to finally go now because I don't have Bible study on Thursdays this summer. So I'm going to try
That's
to go
great.
do that because I can literally hear it out my window.
Oh,
That's so
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Love that. I put winery. We're actually going to do that this
Yeah.
weekend with
Where are you
for our
going?
friend Emily's birthday. It's in Waconia, and I don't know. I
what it's
forget what
called.
it's called, but so I was like that's cute. Or like like I feel like winery, beer garden, like brewery, something just kind of like
Outdoor with like a nice drink.
Yeah. There's like for Wisconsin people, there's a really cool winery. So I also put Door County, which like Door County has a lot of wineries, but I'm going to put you on a really cool one right in the Dells. It's called Wollersheim Winery. I did it a few years ago with my girls. We
Nice.
rented a actually we did a hotel but we went to Wollersheim and it literally looks like you're at a winery in like another country. Like it's really cute. You can see
That's
the
cool.
vineyard.
Is it
like
a wedding venue also?
Probably, I would assume.
I feel like-
I would assume it's probably a wedding venue too. But they have
Yeah.
like the vineyards. You can take tours, tastings, all this type of stuff. It was so fun, and like I got some really cute Instagram pictures from it. Like
love.
It's aesthetically.
Oh, it's so cute. I just looked it up.
Look, yeah, it's like in Baraboo, Wisconsin. So it's like just outside of, it's like so
It looks
cute.
like Italy or something.
You
yeah.
wouldn't think
wow.
it's in Wisconsin. It's just sitting there.
No.
And the backstory is like, it's a love story of why it got set. Like,
it's for sure a wedding venue then.
this
It's
guy
gotta
like
be.
came and like fell in love with like the vineyard owner's daughter and then like stayed in the States for her. It was like, or something like that. It was really cute.
I'm obsessed.
It's really cute. And like, so if you want to do
I
something
mean, cute.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm adding that.
Good wine.
Gotta go there. That's
Anything
all
else?
I have.
What else do y'all have?
There's just like a lot of, I mean, this is a plug for like looking into your community stuff. Like I'm sure there's going to be like this in Minneapolis or St. Paul, but I think I follow Discover Milwaukee and they post a lot of stuff. So like a lot of my favorite jewelry that people comment on, I get at the art fair that happens over Labor Day.
Fun.
And there's always
That's
just like
cool.
a lot of random like festivals going on. There's Italian Fest here. Like Summerfest Grounds just has like a lot of stuff. So like, this is a plug. Look into that. Like there's this one the Strawberry Festival in Cedarburg. Like everything is strawberry flavored, but like strawberry flavored brats, like strawberry. It's like really great. Like it's not just like what
Very
you would
unique.
think. So this is my plug for anybody in Wisconsin. Like follow Discover Milwaukee or like people they post about it, but then I'm sure there's something similar in the Twin Cities or like wherever you are if you're not.
I don't know of it, but we should look into that.
Yeah, like Discover
only-
Minneapolis or something like.
There
There's
is.
Discover
I'm sure there's
Madison.
probably-
Discover
that
Minnesota. I don't know.
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I'm sure
But-
there's something there or new business idea.
Trope.
Yeah.
Nice.
The very last thing I had was go to a pizza farm. We did that like a couple years ago and we ended up leaving because we were in a big group and it like it just didn't really make sense to stay. But Ty and I went last summer back to that same one and it was super fun and yummy and just like a unique thing. So if wherever you can find one, go to one.
Yep. Love
It's
it.
fun. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. Okay. Well, those are all our ideas for now, but I'm sure there's endless things that you can be doing. So
Totally.
Shall we get into our pop culture? Women in business is like
Women
the
in
thing
STEM.
today. Like
Women in business, women in the arts, women in everything. So today is Friday, and originally our pop culture for today was just going to be Rhode. And then all the Taylor news came out. But so Hailey Bieber sold Rhode to e.l.f. Beauty for $1 billion. The company has been around for 3 years. 10
Actually, like
products.
5 products.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, I read it wrong at first. Like I thought it said for 1 million. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, wow. And then I like reread, I like think it was on my feed again. And I was like, 1 billion. I was like, she is
in the Billionaires
like
Club
a slay girl.
with like Selena. I didn't even mean that. I didn't even mean that. Like, but like Kylie, like the like other celebrity, like Fenty, you know, like she did it. She
Is
did
she
the thing.
more rich than Justin
Now she is.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, also there was the rumors earlier this spring about him like being in debt to Scooter. Like, I don't know, like, and I won't trash. And I actually have nothing really bad to say about Justin Bieber, but I just think like he might not be well. Like,
No, that SZA video of him on stage.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
was
know.
like, they're preparing us for him to kill, like, be dead
I know,
soon.
that's crazy.
And I was like,
Like,
I'm like, people gotta touch air and like touch grass. And
yes,
that's
and like I
wild.
think like okay, by his like social media stuff, like you can assume like maybe he's not in the best spot. But I'm like and of course, like I will like defend him till the day I die. Not actually, but like what I'm most annoyed about right now actually with this is if you go to Hailey Bieber's comments on everything, it's like slay billionaire, divorce him, every single
like,
comment.
that's
And I'm like,
sad.
you're not actually supporting her. Like, leave her alone and stop talking about her husband. The girl just built a business and sold it for $1 billion, and still the comments are about her husband, whether it's divorce him or something positive or not. And like they think they're being like, go on your own, you're a billionaire, you don't need him, sort of thing. I'm like, leave
Hailey
her.
loves him.
Like, actually leave her alone.
Yeah, like they're happy
And
or
they'll
they seem
figure
happy,
it out.
but-
Like if she needs to divorce her husband, she will. But like I think she's like, and also now they have a baby. Like stop encouraging breaking up families.
No, 100%.
I'm so annoyed about it, and
No,
I'm like
100%.
so happy for her.
It's so
She's
true.
amazing. I love Rhode. I love Hailey. Like I think it's so incredible. I will say, what are your thoughts on it being sold to e.l.f. Beauty?
Well, that was weird
What's
to me.
the
Like,
thing about it? What's the...
So e.l.f. is like the drugstore that like you can get in
e.l.f. is like
anything.
in high school. I would buy that because every product is $1.
okay, is that the main gripe that people are just like, why
It's
is this
not a-
cheap brand?
I actually haven't seen anything on what people are saying. Like, I think people are hyped for her, but I haven't seen anything about what people. My first reaction when I saw e.l.f., I was like, "What?"
Yes.
Like, I was like, not to. I don't know
e.l.f.
who else.
is kind of coming back though.
They are, and I think they've.
Yep.
I mean, they've gotten a little more expensive.
They're in Target, like.
They have some good products. So,
Yep.
but I think I just associate it with like seriously my high school days when
Yes,
I was
me
like,
too.
the concealer was $1.
Yes.
Like the brushes were $1. Like, so I just was kind of like, really? Like her products seem more expensive to me than e.l.f.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think e.l.f. has rebranded, and like, I actually do use like e.l.f.'s primer.
Yes.
Like I use some e.l.f. stuff right now too. So I can't even like,
No.
but like also like I don't buy
Yeah.
expensive makeup. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a little bit like e.l.f., but then I didn't think. I had a split second of a thought about it, and then I like had not thought about it since.
Yep, kind of same. And I actually, part of Rhode's like mission is to like make their products affordable. And I saw that part of the reason that they sold to e.l.f. was for the distribution of it. So like right now you have to order Rhode on Rhode.com, but now they're going to be in Sephora. And I wonder if they're going to be other places too. So I think that that's why like
For
this is
sure.
a big
That's
deal
smart.
for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I'm
So-
also just reading her post, and she said she's now going to be Chief Creative Officer and Head of Innovation of Rhode, as well as a strategic advisor to e.l.f. Beauty.
So she's still super involved, which is super cool
Great.
too.
I'm so pumped
I
for
wonder
her.
what prompted
It's
her to
amazing.
sell. Like, what prompts somebody to sell that when they're doing so well?
I wonder if it is the like potential even more growth of making it more accessible to people,
Right.
like having it on the shelves at Target.
Right.
And I'm sure she's got like probably other business ventures coming up that it's like, all right, this is growing. This is great. Let's like, everybody's going to know that Rhode is her company. Like there's no Rhode without Hailey. So I
Yep.
don't think like she really needs it anymore. Like
That's
she got the
true.
money and she
Yeah.
still gets to be a part of it. And it's still like the Hiltons don't own the Hilton hotels anymore, but it's Hilton.
yeah, right. That's
So
true.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's that same thing that no matter what, I don't really think she needs that. That was something that like kind of made her legit, but now she is. And
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
really smart. I think,
Yeah.
Well, also, it's really is crazy if you think about that. She started that 2 or 3 years ago or whatever, and it's already worth $1 billion. Like that's
yeah.
really
And
wild
it's
to
like
think
the
about.
products it seriously is like 10 products. Like this girl is a genius. I really admire her. Like just, I love the aesthetics of it. Like, I think she's always been really a big part of the creative process. Like, I love the aesthetic of Rhode and the creative like direction of it. I think she's such a star. Like,
I've never
Yeah.
used, do you guys have any of her products?
no, I really now I'm like, I gotta try it.
I
Like,
really do, but yeah.
I'm going to wait
Yeah.
till
I
we're
just
at
have-
Target.
no, seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
that's
soon.
so true.
Thank you to
Yeah.
e.l.f. and Hailey for making it
Totally.
available to us.
Breaking news.
But moving on, yeah.
Yes, moving on to our next. Taylor Swift now owns all of her music.
I'm only on my phone because I'm like actively searching their accounts so I can look as we go.
I love it.
that is
Yeah,
a woman in business.
that
That
is-
is like, I read that and I was like,
What an
"Come
accomplishment."
on." Like, I literally was like, let's go.
So awesome. Like, just, I mean, how long has it been? Like a decade of trying to, I don't know. It's been years
Yeah.
of her trying to own her own music. So,
Which is just
for her to,
crazy. Like,
and one thing about Taylor Swift too is like, it really is like, she's like a songwriter too, you know, like she's so involved in
Yeah.
the like process of like this. And in her, she
No.
came out with this statement, so you all should read it, but it talks about how it's like, this is her journal entry. Like it's, I forget how she exactly said it.
Did
but
you
I'm
read
like,
it yet? The letter? Did
Yeah.
you read the letter?
yep.
Oh, I did not read the letter.
That's
What's
okay.
the gist for people who didn't read the letter?
Well, so she's been doing music for 20 years and finally like now she owns it. Granted, the scooter stuff didn't start until pretty recently.
Okay.
However, she said it belongs to me, all my music, the album art, the photography, unreleased songs, the memories, the magic, the madness, every single one, my entire life's work. And she talked about it's one of her greatest dreams come true. Like it's what made eras possible. Like she got to re-record and release new albums that everybody was like obsessed with. And then she did thank Shamrock Capital for being the first people to offer this to me. The way that they've handled the interaction has been honest, fair, and respectful. This business deal to them, but I really felt like they saw it for what it was to me, my memories and my sweat and my handwriting and my decades of dreams. I am endlessly thankful. So like that was, if you really think about it, like everything she's done and written and produced,
she's
like
been working for this for forever.
And then the sad news a little bit is that we're not going to get Reputation Taylor's version. However,
is that the part where it says like, I know, what about Rep TV?
Yes. So she talks about it, which I'm personally super excited for her debut album, Taylor version. I think she's going to release that because she said she has it recorded. So like, why would she not? I think it would just be so interesting because that's like our song and like Teardrops on My Guitar, like her country album, like what she started with, like how I remember Taylor. But she was talking about how like Rep TV was in such a different space. Like it was when a lot of stuff like that was the Kim and Kanye, like that was like a time when like she got like a lot of hate, like Taylor was on the outs and she was like, I've been trying to re-record it. I've only gotten a quarter of the way there.
Yeah. She's like saying like, I've hit a stopping point. I can't do it.
Yeah. Where she's just like, I'm not in the same spot.
What was that
like,
album referring to? Like, what was the time in her? Like, I know I'm so
it was the Kim and Kanye thing.
It was like she was, I mean, Reputation, it's like she became like less popular in the public eye and she disappeared for,
and also too, like this was her first album coming out being like, I'm not a country, like she really pivoted in this one.
I think that was 1989 was like,
was 1989 beforehand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that was like her, like I'm pop. This was her like, whoa, I'm not like cutesy, like shake it off. Welcome to New York. Like,
so she's just never going to do this
Red
run.
Wasn't, I take back what I said. It was Red was also. So yeah. Okay.
But it was like a big deal. I did go to the Reputation Stadium tour and she did walk right in front of me and I did high five her. But it is, I think.
What?
So casual.
When you were younger though, right?
I just had to plug that. Huh?
Not at the one you
Reputation.
Went to
The Reputation.
This
not
album I went to
that
her stadium
is crazy.
Tour. I know. We were on the floor and then all of a sudden she walked in front of me and I was
a dream
like,
come
this
true.
is the best day of my
like
life.
the thing she said in her album was like the old Taylor's dead. Like she's like she came out. This is like when all of her, I think, like mind like the visuals and like the way she is so intentional about like storytelling, like the snakes and the.
So she owns that album, but she's just not going to do a remake.
She now owns it, but for the longest time, we all were under the impression of she doesn't own it. Don't listen to it. Like Scooter's getting the like everybody at her old place was getting like the whatever, but now she owns it. So like we can all listen to Rep TV or Rep and be like safe, marked safe. But like people were really excited hoping that she would have like unreleased songs. And like she said, if people are inclined and they want to know the unreleased songs, I'm sure she will release that. But she just was saying like she was in such a different time that like singing it now, I honestly think Travie effect. Like she's too happy to be the Reputation Taylor. Like
that's true. She's in a new place. Like
another thing I saw somebody say, and I'm trying to find the song, but there are some moments and songs in Reputation that are like so like the lyrics are almost like more of like a deep cut than the Lover album for Joe. Like this was her, like she was like gone for a year and she was with him and only him. Like it was like, that's why people are so happy with Travis where she's like out and about and stuff. Cause like she just like hid with Joe for a year. And like, so some of these songs are like King of My Heart. Like it's stuff that's like, I saw somebody say like Real Ones No Reputation is like the real love album for Joe.
So she doesn't want to like,
so I wonder how like the memories of that she was just in like, it really is like such a pivotal
and also
time.
When you're in such a good happy spot with your new person, like you don't need to reflect back on
and it was
your other like
well it was so raw and she said like I don't think it can be outdone. Like she's tried.
I don't think so either.
Doesn't.
I'm like, I'm going to listen to Rep today in celebration. I don't even have to feel guilty anymore. You
know?
So
true. Why did she turn her comments off? Like it says,
just because people are going to be heated about the fact that they didn't get Rep TV. Like that's it. I think.
Okay, yeah.
Like they were just like, I think everybody like literally for the last year, they're like, she's going to announce on this day at this time and da 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 da. And like, so, and I would get down the rabbit holes and I'm like, oh, this sounds fun. Like I was not a Swiftie before. And I'm like, this is cool. Like, look at all this. But, so people are probably upset that they're not getting Rep TV, but like if you go read the letter, she's like, I'm not doing it. Whatever.
She's like, yeah.
Well, and I'm like, she owns it now. Like, what? Like, that's a lot of work.
She
I'm like, focus on New Music Queen. We're ready. Like, you don't have to be re-recording. But I remember what I was going to say is that the Eras tour started when she was dating Joe.
And it ended with her dating Travis.
And so obviously that was like still a long period. But like, I think Joe is her like most recent ex and most serious ex. So I'm like, she can like re-record songs about Harry Styles and Joe Jonas. Like whatever, you know, that was like forever ago.
But Joe was serious. They were together for a long time.
Were they?
Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't
6
hear you.
years or something.
Joe?
Yeah.
Not Joe Jonas.
I was thinking Joe Jonas. I was like,
Joe Alwyn.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Joe Jonas and like Harry Styles don't hold any weight in her mind compared to Joe Alwyn. Like, and I feel like obviously she's never going to confirm, but like, weren't there rumors that like she wanted to be with him and like he like was like,
yeah, she was too famous for him.
Yeah.
Her
one song. What's her one song called where she's like, will I ever be enough for you? Basically. Peace. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Will I ever give you peace? Well, it's like heartbreaking.
And they like wrote that together.
Yep.
Which I'm like, how could he sit by while she's just like, literally, please, like, almost like, I feel like that song to me is like her begging him to just like accept her and be like, I don't know. It's just that song is so sad.
Gotta go listen to Folklore.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
Shout out Tay.
Such like crazy news to come out literally today, like breaking news.
Just for the peas.
This was breaking news.
Just for us.
I know. They knew we were recording today.
Yeah. So happy for our girl.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, well, should we do praise? We're kind of going long, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. My praise was just like an overall good week. Like my mom's positive results were probably at the top of it, but
100%.
I just had a really good week in general. So praise for that.
I think your mom's news is my praise this week too. So just like seeing God answer prayers and stuff that we've been like praying for, like just faithfully, like just boldly for healing, and to see healing happening in her body is just like, it's amazing. So that's my praise.
Yeah. I got like the best part was like texting my Bible study, being like, because people ask every week, how's Dom? How's Aaron? Like they literally ask. And I'm like, guys, this is why prayer matters. Like, this is why we have to do it. And so, and last night we had Bible study and we did like, instead of like an affirmation circle, we kind of did like, what were people's answered prayers this year or like praises for this year. And so people kind of went around and I got to do Dawn and everybody just was like, yeah. And I was like, literally like, so sweet. She doesn't even know, like the CrossFit girls are like fired up for her and you
she has
and like
more
everybody
people praying for her than like, I think she really realizes. So yeah. So sweet.
Our praises for our Dawn.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Literally.
So good. But okay, another episode.
Another week, another Tuesday.
Yeah, another week.
That's on the merch.
Tuesday.
We're getting that on merch.
Another week, another Tuesday.
Another week, another Tuesday.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.